I was doing a long recording this evening on the passage of the rising of Lazarus, and I was reading through Maria Valtorta's entry that she writes on that. It's a beautiful passage. It's very long, and there's just something that hits me. It's in the Gospels as well. It's when Christ asked them to remove the stone. So in Maria Valtorta's, the poem of the man God, you know, he says, remove the stone, and they're there. Oh, he's dead for 4 days. Like, what are you expecting? And nobody moves the stone. And he has to said, remove the stone. Can you remove the stone? And so after twice asking them, they go away and they get the tools to remove the stone. So they get the chisel and the lever, and they roll back the stone. And Christ has this incredible, does this incredible miracle of raising Lazarus. And we hear described in Maria Valtorta's writings how Lazarus rises, you know, covered with bandages that have pus and all of the disease that was on his body. And he's completely, not only has he risen from the dead, he's completely new. His disease is gone. And Christ asked to go and to get him some clothes and some food. And I just reflecting on this in our own lives, you know, what I was getting in prayer. Often we put ourselves in our own tombs. Often we are dead to Christ. We are dead to everything spiritual. We think nothing can change. I'm just the way I am. My addictions have taken over my life. My problem is, there's no way I can change. That's it. I've created my own tomb, and I've put a stone in front of it. And Christ is saying there, remove the stone. Remove the stone. It's possible for us to remove the stone from that tomb. You know, that's the possible. And then we can watch as Christ does the impossible, which is, in this case of Lazarus, to raise him from the dead. I mean, it's an incredible scene. It's one of the most incredible scenes. He does this in the third year of his public life. He does this in the presence of so many people that had come from Jerusalem, because Lazarus was a wealthy landowner. He had lots of properties. He would have been well connected. He was a friend of Simon Peter, and that's how. And it was through Simon Peter that he is introduced to Jesus, and it's just. It just shows you what Christ can do if we remove the stone. And I think, you know, a lot of people looking at my videos, you know, you're looking for hope. You're looking for something that'll help you understand the problems in your life. You need to remove the stone. You need to do what's possible to let Christ do what's impossible. You know, and with him, everything is possible. You know, he is the person, the God that will transform you. I do ask people to digest more the Word of God, to pick up the gospel every day, to eat it, to eat his word as we eat his body in the Eucharist, to practice Lectio Divina every day. And if you're around Ireland, we are doing the third day of Lectio Divina on the 18th of May in Knock. And if you're interested in coming along from 9 to 5 p.m, it's a full day. It's our third day of formation. Please let me know. Contact me. You know, you do the possible and let God do the impossible. You do the possible, let God do the impossible. You remove the stone in your heart, in your life, and let God rise in you. Let his presence transform you. Let his miracles change the world. You know, if we did the possible, God would do the impossible. Oftentimes we're not even bothered to do the possible. We're not even bothered to pray every day. We're not even bothered to go to adoration or rosary or help somebody. We're not even bothered to put in the basics. And then we're wondering, where is God? Where are you? Does God exist? Not only does he exist, he's a God of love. Wants to talk to you. Wants to have a word with you. You know, he wants to transform your life. And that's who God is. Anyway, I do recommend people read the whole poem of the man God, the resurrection of Lazarus. It is one of the greatest parts in the poem of the man God for me. It just expands out everything that happens in the gospel in such a detailed way. And of course, it could be just an incredible novel, or it could be actually, you know, private revelation that is given for our times. I suppose in decades to come we'll know more, but it's just an incredible piece of writing, and you can get it online. Anyway, God bless you. Take care. Bye bye.